guess the more features they add to YouTube, the better. Alright. I think YouTube's going. I guess I'll do the right. I don't know. I'm feeling a little introverted today. I feel like I don't know. I should do the right thing and message in Discord though. Let me open that up real quick. Like I want to, like I want to be on live, but I don't know. I'm like a contradiction today. I don't know why. Okay, fuck it. Let's see. What is Discord open to? Do I have extra apps open? I'm just gonna let it be. I'm gonna be honest. It's cool. Alright, well, I guess we're live. Let me get to VS Code, huh? I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh yeah, I guess you guys can. And let me update my working tree. It's been a minute since I've pulled. Debate Club was. I forgot that I left that name on there. I think it was from last stream, but I think it still applies. Language Debate Club. Yeah, we were talking about different programming languages, so I thought it was fitting. How's it going, Winage Boat? How you doing, man? Oh wait, I just changed. Why did I just change that? I still got a pull. Good man, thanks for asking. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. It's been like I think like a few months since I streamed, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm still trying to like get back. I don't know. Felt like doing a random stream, but I've been okay. Just came back from like vacation. Yeah, I've been working on the programming language. I did a lot of design. Like in the previous streams. I think the past months I've just been slowly kind of just working on it, like the actual compiler code. It's been pretty fun. I don't know. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. I haven't been on like a big trip like that in like a long time, so yeah, it was cool. My girlfriend's been asking to go for like a while, so I think she was pretty happy. So that's the main thing. Oh yeah. How about you? What you been getting up to recently? I don't know if I've seen you stream recently. I do kind of pop in and like kind of watch some streams the past few months, but it's a bit infrequent. But I usually don't say anything. I usually just pop in. I don't know if I want to call this AST type. Yeah, coding's been so much different with the whole like AI thing. I don't know if I really want to like start the whole AI like discussion. Honestly, I'm a little tired of it. But Kant and I think things do look different nowadays. I don't know. I've just been trying to enjoy coding. Yeah, it is the giant what is it, elephant in the room, you know? But you know, yeah, I've been going hard on it this last month. I just hit affiliate. Oh, nice! Well, I tripled over the last month. Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I gotta wait, have I not been seeing? Okay, wait. I gotta open up my email real quick because that's usually where I see my updates. Let me see. GPT 5.6 on my email, not mine. Okay, wait, let me see. Oh yeah, you have been going hard. Oh, that's what's up. I'm just looking at my email notifications. Oh, okay. I don't know how I didn't notice that then. Maybe it's a different time zone thing, or like I just don't notice at the right time. I've been kind of working at night shift too, so I guess I like miss it exactly at that time. I have the day off today, so damn. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to catch the stream. The reality is that it's still expensive. Oh, you're talking about the AI, I think. Yeah. I got you. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But yeah, if I have some days off, I pop in. Yeah, that's cool. Wait, let me close my email though. I don't want to. I do record the stream, so get that. Okay, I highly doubt anyone cares about little me streamer, you know, but still, not good to dox yourself, I guess. Sure, for sure, man. Yeah, again, the whole expensive. We'll see how it goes, you know. We'll see how it goes. The whole situation, you know. I think nowadays I kind of want to sometimes I'll pop in and kind of make like an AI project, you know, like kind of like write a full project end to end in AI, but you know, you never get that full satisfaction from the project, and I don't think you're really supposed to. This like compiler project, I tried to make sure that I code everything myself, so because I don't know, I care about it. Even though we have this thing here. Oh well, anyways, I guess I'll show like the language too, some of the different stuff. There's no linting currently, so kind of hurts the eyes. The syntax of the language looks very similar to like Odin or like Zig, you know. I honestly don't really care about the syntax, to be honest. I want it to be clean. I guess it's nice that Odin and Zig are out, so that like it makes this type of like structure more palatable for people, you know. I was thinking of doing a similar comp time thing as like Zig, but the way to denote comp time is going to be using this like double I know in like Jai and in Odin this is used for const versus like run, you know. For me, I'm gonna have mutable as like the constness, and it'll be like what is it, like as Rust put it, I think immutability by default is a good default. I think that's like a really good choice. But yeah, it keeps that, you know, somewhat orthogonal, right? Mutability is its own thing, and then, ... comp time versus runtime is like here, right? Yeah. Like I think people had more issues with this before, but now it's a bit more common. So, um, yeah, I think when I don't remember if you were here, but I remember when I was talking about like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have contracts in this language, and it's gonna be like so amazing. It's the main push of the language. Um, you know, still very important, but I've been kind of pushing more towards like, you know, making the core language very like tight, right? And like, you know, like solid, but also kind of free, kind of like C, you know? So a lot of the semantics in the core language are going to be very like lax. Still define it as much as I can, you know, like try to curb the UB, you know, but um, yeah, it's very lax in the core language, and then from there, I want to sort of have like kind of like linter options built directly into the language, if that makes sense. Like, so you add like um, yeah, I suppose the idea is like you have the core language, and then basically you restrict the syntax, right? Kind of like a linter, right? And then a linter would just yell at you, right? Like, oh, warning, whatever. In mine, it would be like a compile time error. My opinion on warnings is kind of vague at this point. I'll see. But the idea is that like if you do restrict the syntax, you get some sort of gain from it, right? So, the way I imagine it is like, um, like if you imagine someone codes a certain way to get a certain like property from their like code base, right? They usually have to do it like by memory, right? Like, okay, I got to make sure that like as a convention, I'm gonna handle my references and my handles in a certain way where it's impossible for like X, Y, and Z to happen, right, in my code base because of the way I structured it, right? So I'm kind of thinking of like, how can I add in rules that can sort of like make sense for that particular project, and then the compiler can be the one to just kind of yell at you to like enforce those conventions, right? There's certain things that at the language level you can enforce, and there's certain things that the programmer would only know, you know. So I think that sort of split is between like me designing the language, like, you know, that part would be like figuring out like the linter situation, and then the parts that only the programmer would know would be the contract system, right? So like basically like a bunch of asserts, but, you know, enforced throughout the code base rather than just at their particular locations. I don't know. It sounds kind of vague, but, you know, it is Zaka. Wait, I thought you were here for one of the streams when I had the title up like that. I can't remember. It's been a while since I streamed. Rest has my favorite compiler at the moment. It provides actually valuable feedback at compile time. Immensely helpful. Yeah, have you been so you've been writing in Rust a lot, Onage? Yeah, language debate club. Again, seems like an apt name for what we do. But yeah, Zaka, I've been working on the compiler recently. I got to the semantic analysis phase. I just been kind of starting to what is the word? I think literally the last thing I was thinking of was like, oh, like, do I create new data structures for like the AST? But I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just going to like union them in with the parser types, and then just modify the parse tree until it's the AST. I think that's what everyone does, right? Like the normal sensical thing, right? That was my last thing I stopped on. So yeah, right now I'm just gonna start coding the semantic analysis. Yeah, like that was my first intuition, was to start like sort of creating new like structures. So it's a completely separate, like, rebuild it entirely. I know different compilers do it differently. I don't know. I just I think right now the only thing I'm really doing in the AST, or in the semantic analysis phase, is just type checking right now. I just want to be able to replace the like kind of type expressions I have in my parser with like proper type, like mutually exclusive like types, and then be able to push that into the C output. Yeah. Let's see, Rust and Dart have been my two weapons lately. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Dart. It's the one for what's that framework? I forgot the name. But yeah, no, I got you. For sure. Walk them dogs, man. Gotta walk my dogs. So, benefits that are that you encode your states more precisely. Oh yeah, I got what you're saying. Like make an invalid state like kind of unrepresentable, right? In that way. No, true, but I was also thinking, because again, I don't really expect, like, the C output part is sort of like the, if I want to use it on different like tools or whatever, but I don't really want to rely on the C compiler to do my checking and everything. I want to try and do it myself as much as I can, but again, I don't know if this is really like meant to be like a big project that, with AI nowadays, it's kind of, I don't know. So it's a weird argument nowadays, I was thinking though, I wanted to write my own like backend, like just to like see the whole process, register allocation and assembly, and write out the actual like per hardware assembly. Not to like ship or anything, just to like learn. That you could especially, I have AST and HIR is a checked version. Is very similar. Oh yeah, actually, I had a question. So, what's your opinion about like TAC? Or well, you have the LLVM backend, right? So at some point, it just gets passed into that. Or like 3 address code, like, just what's your opinion about like that kind of structure? Like, have you found it useful at all, or have you used it before? But also, if you just pushed it straight into LLVM, I don't know if you would need a TAC, or you would even consider it. Or I don't know if your HIR or whatever has that structure or not. I don't know. Oh no, it's like well again, like what is it? If you're pushing to like C, I suppose it makes the C code very like assembly kind of looking. But it's like, let me find it online. Let me see. Like, if I was going to like write my own backend, like, I think a TAC would be nice to like push into. 3 address code. It's like this, but you get like unlimited temporary values, but it just turns everything into like single, like the expressions get like folded, or get like each one has its own what is it called, line, and then it's more easy to like move it into assembly. It's good. figure out register allocation, whatever stuff you're gonna do, algorithm. SSA. What is SSA? SSA. Compiler. I was on this line too. Wait, let me see. Single set forms. There's a type of intermediate where each variable is assigned exactly once. Using high level optimized compiler for imperative. Oh, yeah. Because there's like, TAC is like 3 address code. I think, yeah, this one is like, and let me see the form. Wait, hold on. There are efficient algorithms for converting programs into SSA form. This turn out as by simplifying the properties of variables, we then consider the specific code. You can see that the first time is not necessary, that the value of yeah. No, wait, it was like river represents a single defined point, making is it SSA versus, I'm just trying to remember the difference between these two, SSA versus TAC are 2 distinct types of use, translate, optimize, focus on limiting instructions to a maximum of 3 operons, whereas oh, okay, make sure each variable is assigned a value only once. Okay, so they're completely like separate, even though they look kind of similar. Because I remember 3 address code, there's like I don't know if that's the name of it, but there's 2 address code, like where you get like 2 operons, and there's one like where you can reduce it, but it's harder to write those. But this seems completely separate. Yeah. Basically, yeah. It's just for the main benefit I saw from like they said TAC is easier to write than the other forms, but again, I think SSA is like, I don't know if it's a okay. Wait. Let me not just make statements without. Are 2 distinct types. Where each variable is assigned a value at most once, using subscripts like x1 to track separate definitions. I'm trying to remember what the other options were. 3 address code versus 2 address code or something. I can't remember the names of the other ones. That's why I'm confused. But yeah, I see the name. But like it has a certain distinct property that's like separate. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember the other ones. Yeah, I think that's what they said about it. It was like, and I think one of the things with 3 address code, like it's a nice like sort of IR you can write. That what is it called? It gives you more flexibility, I guess, is what they said. But again, I haven't written it, so I don't know. I was looking into it as a stage after I build the AST. But again, my only proper goal right now with the AST, I'm not trying to do any type checking, any like the actual semantic analysis stuff. I'm just trying to. Oh, no, wait, no, I said that wrong. I'm not trying to like omit any like compiler errors or anything. As like a goal, I'm just trying to take all of my like type expression types and turn them into like like mutually exclusive types, right? And then make like a type table. And then I want to use a type table to pass along to the C output, where I can just emit the types at like the top in like a header file or something. Because I don't want to do the fucking what is it? I got so annoyed, like the circular thing, you know, like this, like the, you have to like, you know, do like the I remember you talking about the spiral thing for the types. Like I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do multiple like type defs in a row, exactly in line. And then just emit the final type as like a name, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, because LLVM is the one that takes care of it, right? Optimizations. That's fair. Yeah, I want to try and do it myself as much as I can in my thing. Oh, shoot. My bad. Okay, so yeah, I think last time I checked this, I was going to go ahead and remove this bit. Oh, actually, no, not remove it, but there was something I was going to remove here. The location is type expression. Yeah, it's a union of these. Because right now, my types are only... I have, like, type expressions, so it's, like 5, I32, right? So this would be... Or actually, let me go to my test file real quick. So I just wrote this as, like, a joke, you know? Or, like, to, like, just see if it would parse, you know? It does parse, so it just creates, like, a type... I use a prat parser, like a reduced prat parser. Actually, it wouldn't even count as a prat parser, actually, because we're not even doing infix operations. So, it's just a recursive descent. Just for this bit. But, yeah, like this plus, this. Yeah, simple left to right, yeah. Yeah, like, I really didn't know how to, like, do it, so I kind of, like, just took my prat parser and threw it in there, and I just removed all the bits that I didn't need, and it ended up being, like, really simple, so, yeah. I basically removed everything that made it a prat parser. But yeah, it worked for just this bit. So now I have these as, like, type expressions. So now what I want to do is, like, I think I heard the term intern, so I'm going to take, like, this bit, and then the rest of this, and then, like, if I find another one of these that's the exact same, like, format, then it's going to be, like, in the same spot in the type table, right? So I'm going to form, like, a type for this, and then form a type for this, and then form a type for... Oh, yeah, this is the type too. This. And then this. By itself. And then, of course, I need to do, like, scope checking for this bit, right? For all the identifiers and whatnot. Yeah, well, it's only a problem in particular with this. Of course, I need to do also associate these types as well, right? The structs and the enums, of course. Like, but those are a little more straightforward. It's just this one, it sort of ends up being a thing where, yeah, like if I registered this as like a pointer type once, if I see this again somewhere else in the compiler, just this like sort of like structure with the same identifier and same pointer, then it'll be the same location, or it'll register as the same type in like the type ID. Is the idea. So yeah, it should be unique, yeah. The real pain comes if you have unresolved constant expressions inside array types. Unresolved constant expressions. Oh yeah. Yeah, I just kind of ignored that for now. Like for now I just have like numbers, and I have what is it called? I have like, I think I put enums in there too, or did I? I don't know, I forget. What is the limits of my array syntax right now? I kind of forget. Yeah, you can put this in here. You can put this number, and I forget if I actually if I had the parser parse this yet. I can't remember, honestly. I don't think I had the parser parse this yet though. The actual enum types. So I'll think about it. But yeah, that would mean I would have to resolve that expression into a value before I could generate the unique type IDs. So I don't know if that needs to be a phase before semantic analysis, or yeah, you'd have to. It would have to be like you'd pass through it and then figure out multiple, like, what things are easy to determine, what things are hard to determine, and then the ones that are hard to determine, you have to say, okay, I don't know, put a question mark on that, and then we're gonna try and resolve the conflicts like in like a circular fashion, I guess. I'm assuming that's how you go. And then yeah, I would have to do some comp time, like evaluation on some of these things. But I mean, I would be doing that anyways for some of the optimizations. So it's just the hard part is if I just allow like, well, again, we'll keep it simple. Keep it simple for now. We don't need to like worry about everything all at once. We'll just keep them literals. And I'll cross that bridge when I get there. Let's see. Yeah, so yeah, it's either gonna be, wait, what was the issue with this? Okay, so AST type. I'll keep the name now. I might change it later. I just wanted something in there. Type info. What was the idea anyways with this? It was like semantic analysis storage. We have the type ID array and a type ID look. I think I put that as a hash table, right? I did. Okay. Yeah, because I need to like pattern match on the lookup table. Wait, I'm gonna go look at my notes real quick because I'm trying to. I just came back from vacation, so I'm trying to remember what I wrote about these things. I had it on my laptop. I got like a drawing tablet too, so I was gonna use it, but it's not working on my desktop. I gotta get a wire for it. So the goal at the end. Man, you guys can't see it on the screen. I'm just kind of reading it right now. Give me a few minutes. But yeah, I have currently I have functions as types, enums, structs, and then the interned sub expressions, right? And the type ID table. Let me see. So the array is just a flat array, and that's what just gets emitted out. And then the structure of that array, or like when something actually gets resolved as a type ID directly into that like array, at that point it would have already resolved all of its dependencies, so it should be in order. But the hash table needs to encode like the information about each of the types in a way where you can take the description of it and then find the actual like corresponding type ID information, right? I wrote my own hash table implementation. It's like a really condensed, like all I do is you kind of have to like manually like write in your own like packed integer. You know, like it only accepts like a fixed size into the hash table. So it's very rudimentary, but I mean, it should work. For intern pooling, you need a hash map, value to ID plus array values indexed by ID. Yeah. So that's the idea. Like the array is that like second part, or the one you said, the ID array, and that's what I'm going to pass directly into the C output to emit it, and then the hash table is this bit, the lookup table. And that one I'm trying to maybe I can show you the hash table that I wrote. I was doing it while I was at work. Let's see, container. Yeah, I put like a big warning, like you need to, like, you know, don't make assumptions about this table because it's kind of broken. Yeah. How do you add the cat? Oh yeah, it's a app called VTuber on like Steam, or you can search it online. I don't know if they release it anywhere else, but it's one of the default models on the app. But yeah, I could type it out if you want. But yeah, it's just called VTuber. For Interpol, you name, yeah. So yeah, this hash table, you basically have to create like a packed key yourself, and then you can pass in a functor for like a comparison plus a hashing function if you need it to be custom for that particular type, right? Which I think I will need for not for this, but I think for like if I ever take in what are they called? Not strings, but string views, which I definitely will. I need to pass in a custom hashing and comparison function because I need to like unwrap it and then compare it like that way. But I can still store it. I can just store the string view. Yeah. As the actual value. But yeah, the default behavior, of course, the hash table is just to do a mem compare. Where? Yeah, if there's no hash function, and I assume if I ever like get this into my code, I could do something where I could make this option a comp time variable, and then you could like emit this as like one or the other. That would be kind of nice. Of course, this is the C code, doesn't matter. But I do want to try and bootstrap the language at some point, just for fun. Although I have been looking into bootstrapping, and I know there's a lot of complications with it that I didn't realize before. Like how you can have like a bug inside of the original compiler, and then it kind of like follows the compiler, follows the, like, I mean, you can kind of stabilize the bug. And then like it doesn't pop up again, hopefully. But it's very, when I learned about that, it was so weird. Yeah, like just equal, and you know, I was like, oh shoot, I need string views, you know. So yeah, I haven't used the hash table yet, so I'll see how buggy it gets. So far I've gotten away with just using arrays. So oh yeah, wait, no, I was thinking. So yeah, I want to construct that. So what do I need to construct that? I think there is the whole question of scoping, but honestly right now I don't care, because I mean I do care for scoping as far as like blocks versus like file level scoping, but I'm not doing any like multi-file stuff right now. It's just all one file. Keep it simple. So with that said, for the types, I think I already have a restriction where if like if I define like a struct, then you can't have the same identifier. I'm not going to use that to make them unique, but that already kind of like it's not by structure, it's by like that type just being unique. So I might have to do some like coloring or something to make it unique when I output it. Something. Not coloring. What is it called? That thing they do when they're the C++ compiler does mangling. There we go. I might have to do that. Yeah. And then for the type expression ones, that's gonna be different. That one's going to the description, each individual like subsection. I need to be able to like discriminate it between like other types to be able to like intern them properly. So I just need to make sure everything like, you know, the identifiers are going to be the fun part. So let me just write some notes for myself. Yeah, to do. Put it out of the way. This is just garbage notes anyways. Who cares? All right. To do. Semantic analysis. Todo. It's not really ordered. Scope resolution for identifiers. That's always important. For now, I suppose the assumption is that for enums, funcs, and structs, resolve into a type ID. Again, I don't need to prove that they are distinct. Actually, you probably wouldn't want to do that. That doesn't make any sense. Like if you have a vector and then you have like a vector 2 and then like something else with the same exact like 2 float structure, you'd want them to be unique, right? So you don't need to prove that. The main thing that resolves these things is through the symbol like scoping situation, so I don't have to do that whole thing. So needs identifier resolution, right? The other thing is for type expressions. Intern subtypes, types, and resolve them. Oh, and intern subtypes, which is stored in both the type desc to ID map and type IDs, ID array. Is there anything else I need to do? I really don't know. So you're doing great, but it's hard for me to understand. I use agents all the time. My logic is gone. What are you doing that I can easily understand? Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know like where you're at with like have you written compilers before, or have you worked on compilers before? I'm kind of new to it. Zaka is kind of like the resident like knowledge guy here. Maybe I can help you better, like if I know like, you know, like what your knowledge of compilers is, I suppose. But I mean, right now I'm working on designing the type checking for the semantic analysis phase. I mean, Zaki, you know a lot more than me, so I mean, I don't think. Unless like someone else walks in with wait what is Yocto? Let me see. I've never seen Yocto. Oh, nice. It's not in creates a custom code for that helps compiler developers create custom Linux-based systems regarding of hardware architecture. All I know is arrays plus hash maps is all you need. I mean, to be honest, yeah. Fair. And that's good too, because I don't feel like writing other data structures. Not an embedded distribution, it creates a custom one for you. Oh, that's cool. Okay, sick. So wait. Like you work as a contributor here, or like? Nice. Well, yeah. Like again, if I can describe like exactly what I'm doing, I'll give you a rundown. I gotcha. So this is my language. I don't have any what is the word? What is it called? Highlighting, syntax highlighting, right? So just bear with it. But here's a struct, here's like an enum, right? And then here's the main function, right? And then all this stuff, right? Here's another function, right? So specifically what I'm trying to do right now is resolve types, right? So I have this as a struct, new type, right? Here, what I need to do is take the information of like where we're at, like the current block. So our current block is this main function, right? And then say, okay, wait, like you know, do scope resolution of this type. Like what is this identifier? So we resolve it to here for this struct. So that's what this part is, or like what I'm doing, and this part. Once I resolve that, I want to also resolve like this. I want to store this into like a type ID as like a unique type ID that I can pass on to later stages of the compiler, right? So I want to make sure that I can uniquely reference this type as like a number, right? And the same thing with this, but also the same thing with this like sort of like compound type, right? So this sort of like compositional type is like the original identifier here, plus like a pointer. It's a mutable pointer, right? Then we have like a slice to, this is a contrived example. It doesn't make any sense. It's just for example. And then we have an array. So we have to sort of like build it up like piece by piece, and each one of these sub pieces becomes a type, right? And I'm doing this specifically because in the actual output, I'm going to emit it back out, you know, for the final C output. So, and the way I'm going to do it is with like multiple type defs. Like, I don't know. I forget what the structure for that is. Where do I put the... I know the actual name goes at the end, right, with C, huh? So it's like a size T, and then like custom alias type, right? And then if I write like, this is the first type, right? And then we duplicate this, and then we're going to put a pointer in front of it. Again, I don't know what the numbering thing's going to look like. Doesn't really matter, just for example. And then this is going to be custom alias type, like that, right? And then the third one is we're going to have like a slice here. Slice is going to be a whole struct, so that's going to be like kind of separate. I'm going to ignore that for now. But then we're going to do like array. I believe the array goes after, I forget for this, 5, and of like custom alias type 2, right? And then what you end up with is this like final type here. And this is the same thing as like this compose type here, right? And then this is what I just like directly just put into the C output as like the type. Just this name directly. Because otherwise I'd have to do like weird spiral like thing, which I know I could do it, I just don't want to. So that's what this step is right here. I hope that helped, or yeah, just let me know if you have another question or whatever. Let's see. So I think the first thing really is to do the scope resolution for identifiers. I'm gonna have to walk the tree and do multiple passes, but I do want to write the logic for this. So let's see. For yeah, we have file statement index, and then analyze statements, pass in the index, get the thing. All right. I'm assuming the first thing we're going to get is a function, right? When you analyze a function, wait, what are the goals? We have the return type, the block parameter list. I think that's it. Identify, I don't really care, but we want to analyze these. Again, we're trying to resolve types, right? So what is the main goal right now? We need to resolve the intern types for the parameters. We need to resolve the intern types for the return type. Those ideally would be just available at the file level, or I think, well, no, I guess I technically would want functions inside of blocks, but oh, and parsing wise, I do support that. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. If again, if anything specific, just let me know. Yeah. I'm just sort of coding. I'm trying not to use AI. I do use it for like learning. Sometimes I use it for like as like a cleanup thing, but yeah, try to write this myself. Okay, so we should resolve the return type first. That sounds like the easiest example to do. So statements, function. Okay, we have block, parameters, return type symbol. Okay. So return type. That is a type expression index. That makes sense. Okay, so then we need a function for resolving a intern. And I'm kind of wondering if it's worth it to like one thing I was thinking of was like to resolve things as much as I can. I can either do like a dirty flag system where like it's like, oh, this one still needs to be like fixed, or just outside of the data structure, I could just have like an array that just points to unresolved locations, and then we could just do that. But then it wouldn't walk the same as if you were just walking the parse tree. Yeah, and the dirty flag situation get really complicated the more I think about it. But yeah, the parse tree kind of relies on, or it kind of relies on that structure of like, we're in this node, then we're going to this one, then we're going to this one. So you kind of need it. Kind of need it, you know? I don't know. Hey, Ma, look at this. It's a cat doing stuff. Yeah, I'm still resolved to not do the cat roleplay, but it's it is tempting. We'll see. We'll see as my mental as it progresses, gets worse. How's it going, Marcus? Don't mind me. How you doing, my man? Right, yeah, maybe I should. But no, wait, hold on. I feel the devil on the shoulder vibe right now. But we'll see. We'll see. How's all the everything? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I went on vacation. I just got back last night. So that was really nice. And my girlfriend been wanting to go for like a long time, so I think she was happy. That's the main thing. Kind of got sunburnt, so you know. Oh no, yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I'm just like, you know, working on the compiler. You know how it be. I was talking with Zaka quite a bit. I don't know if he's still here. I think he might be chilling or whatever. But I'm working on the semantic analysis phase, or I'm just starting it. I more or less finished the parser. So, yeah, just chilling. Thanks, Zaka. I appreciate it. But yeah, just working on it. I'm kind of glad I'm actually getting into some coding. But how about you? How's it been, Mongoose? I need to resolve like an intern type here, so we're gonna do resolve. I'll call it resolve intern type. I was trying to think if I wanted to cache like I'm gonna walk the parse tree, right? And as I walk the parse tree, I'm gonna sort of replace certain bits of it with like if it currently stores like a type expression, I'm gonna replace that with like a type ID, right? And I'm also gonna do certain like, you know, analysis stuff. But certain analysis can't be done immediately because other types need to be resolved, so I kind of have to do like a recursion thing. And I'm trying to figure out if I just want to walk the whole tree again and do like a dirty flag type of situation, or if I want to just store like an out of band array. But the thing is, if I store an out of band array to analyze it, then I kind of lose some of the like walking structure, like some of the walking context, I guess. And that kind of sucks. I guess the easiest way to do it is just to walk the whole tree again for now, instead of trying to bother doing a whole bunch of caching stuff. And then once I need the optimization, I can come back and fix it. Yeah. Mutating the AST is illegal activity, sir. Yeah, Zaka's a proponent for having a unique type for the actual checked AST. Yeah, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see. Honestly, writing the code in C is already kind of like, like if you really want to fuck with it, like I could. But yeah, having an unrepresentable type would be nice. I'll see. I guess I'm just too lazy to rewrite the whole thing again. 2026 is stupid. I'm ready for 2027. Yeah, I feel it. Again, like, you know, the elephant in the room, you know, like AI and whatever. Again, I kind of don't want to start the conversation. I'm so tired of it. But I think I said that before, earlier in the stream. I don't know. We'll see how everything progresses, I guess. Dude, I'm not for real. Trying to see if they're gonna build a data center near me too. I was driving by while we're going on vacation to this one spot. I was like, oh look, there's water, fresh water. Oh look, the substations are here. Everything looks perfect, huh? Oh yeah. Bet it's gonna be a bet they're gonna try it here, aren't they? I don't think anyone's saying they are going to, but I don't know. Just seems like they're trying to make it everywhere. Okay, so resolve intern type. We just need the context. In this case, if we're resolving an intern type, then we can just pass in the the type expression index. Type expression index. Cool. I'd like to I don't know. Every time I hear the word clankers, I like to imagine that like internally inside of their neural networks, they're just thinking of like, I don't know, they have some slur for us, like meat sacks or something. But yeah, it's giving the AI way too much credit. But we'll see. It's already a pointer, so that's good. Resolve intern type, just void for now. Maybe we'll pass something back in a bit. Okay, so first thing, obviously, let's resolve it to a type expression. So get type expression, context, parse context, always important, and the index. And I believe we got a raw pointer. I'm pretty sure it's a raw pointer. Expression pointer, expr. Okay. And I'm already kind of assuming that these are valid pointers, even though C encodes the nullability, but it should be fine. I ain't bothering with that. Type expressions, type expression pointers. What do I do? I know this is a union. Optional, pointer, slice, array, identifier, primitive types. Okay, so we'll just handle each case, I guess. Let's see, like this. Let's see, switch. expr. Type. There we go. I'm actually happy with the way things are going with that. People all over are rejecting data centers. People still hate the slop. Companies are having to admit that it doesn't work and it's too expensive, and we haven't even hit we gotta make money now levels of cost. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel that. The only thing I do worry about is, like, just, I mean, the AI bubble is like popping. I don't know. It's so annoying talking, like not this conversation, but like it's just so annoying, like reading all the people online, because it feels like it's so polarized. Like It's either oh you support the AI or you don't, you know? Like it's always I feel like it's just some silly fucking Twitter bots on that side. Or like, I don't know. I feel like it is. I know there's real people like that, but anyways, what was my point about that? We gotta make love. Like the AI bubble popping, like I do worry about like how the economy is gonna go. Because I mean, like it is like a technology that is here to stay, you know? Like we will use it. Like there are industries that use it, you know. And there are valid use cases for it, but it's just they're trying to force it down like literally everything like too fast. And yeah, the speculation is going to drop the market, so I just kind of worry where the finances are going to go right now. Like how bad the like I don't want my groceries costing way more, you know. It's going to be annoying. It is what it is, but I'm still annoyed. Identifier, yeah. So we'll just copy all this. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You still need someone to sign off on code, you know. You still need somebody to like fact check things and like, you know, for software that actually like, you know, matters for things, you need to have someone responsible for things. So, well, see how it goes. And the corporate environment was obnoxious to begin with, so I don't know. It was always going to be obnoxious. Okay, we'll write some code here. Oh, yo, Dr. Elliot. Yo, how's it going, man? Howdy. Howdy, sir. How's it going over there? How's the, how's life? Everything already sucks, and it's just being artificially kept up, limping along by opium and copium. It's gonna suck when it fully deflates, but I've already been a fan of ripping off band-aids. Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, I'm just happy I never fell fully into the whole like, oh, like fully AI code everything. I think that was just people who weren't able to code before and then want to act like they can code now, you know? You still need someone to check things. Yeah. I think it did make me sort of reevaluate though, like my, what is the word, like I think I had a certain level of like maybe unearned pride for some of my projects, right? Like, oh, like I'm making this thing and it's gonna change the world, you know? Like I think it did reframe that a little bit of like being more towards like I'm learning, you know, I'm working on stuff and like, what is it? I don't know. Like if it works, it works, but it it does kind of kill some of the energy of like, oh, like you made this giant project, you know, like that's crazy, you know. But again, I guess that was like an ego filling thing, you know, in the first place. So maybe I should have reevaluated that in the first place. I don't know. It's just the amount of people just throwing out like AI code and everything. Did make me a little depressed for a bit, not gonna lie. How does the language learning go? Oh, how goes the language learning? Oh, it's cool. I've been working on it like, you know, here and there. I was doing the design for it for like a long time. But I think I reached a point where I was kind of content with like at least the syntax. This is garbage. Don't look at this. So I mean, I will like evolve it, you know, more, but I want to get like something working first. But yeah, I think I got it to a point where I just felt happy. Okay, I'm not keeping this arrow thing. I'm getting rid of that. So right now, I'm currently working on the semantic analysis phase. I'm doing it because I want to do like type analysis for certain features. Like it's kind of required, you know. And then the main goal after that is to come back and just finish implementing all of like just the basic subset of structures that I plan for the language, and then just go from there. I do have big dreams for the language, but we'll get there. That's just being human. It's normal to be proud of reaching new heights in your own journey. Hitting a PR in the gym is still worth being excited about, even if Eddie Hall uses that same weight as a warm up. Yeah. I feel it. I think it, for me in particular, I think I just had to go through like a period of like just like reevaluating like what I am, like my goals are, I guess, and then like what brings satisfaction for me, like for the coding, which it's not necessarily like a wasn't like I don't know how to frame that. Like I do honestly feel like a little bit better about like just writing my code and not worrying about what everyone else is doing, whatchamacallit. I mean, there were always companies anyways writing big projects, so I mean but yeah, I think it just reaffirmed my like I love to code, like this is the thing. I'm kind of stuck with it, And again, I don't think software, like having good software, is ever gonna like be like go away, Yeah, I don't know if I really could have been on the internet for a bit too. Like with all the like for a bit, like I was really feeling like, oh shoot, But yeah, like I feel better now, like coming back on, like just doing my thing. I don't know, I'm just rambling. Don't mind me. Okay. So the array, which one do I want to start first? I think identifier. I think this is the most important one. And I think prim type is also like the easiest one to get done. So actually we'll put that first. So this will be an example of something that gets interned or whatever. So now we need another function for resolving identifiers. Resolve identifier. And we'll use the current block context, which means I forget if I store the block context with the primitive. I don't think I do, so I might have to make that like a local variable. Analyze statements. But yeah, I appreciate the words, Mongoose. How do I oh yeah, because I'm resolving that, and then resolve intern type, resolve identifier. So yeah, make that separate function definitely. Oh yeah, I was thinking I need to store the block index that I'm currently stored with. I can either do that or store it with the data, but I don't know. That seems like too much data to try and pack in when it's already available when you're just parsing it. So let's go back to the semantic analysis. Type. What was it? Block index. Current index. Current block. Might put that in a separate struct or something, but it's fine for now. And then, if we're at the file level, we can just store that as the... I have it as like the invalid state, but probably just have a separate sentinel value or something. For now, we'll just resolve it. Or we'll just set it to the invalid value. Or did I have a separate sentinel value for this? I can't remember. Yeah, I do really like that idea from Rust of making a invalid state unrepresentable. I mean, it's not. I mean, Rust didn't invent it. It was just, you know, they be pushing that nowadays. Identifier. Okay. And it's still a type expression index, I believe. I could pass in the pointer, I guess. Oh, it's just a token index. Yeah, so just token index. Okay. And then we need to do a few things. So we need to do scoping for this. So first thing, we need to know which block we're in. We also need to know like the parent relationships of the blocks, which we already have. I think I stored that in the parser. That's fine. We'll add that feature when we walk the function. So, but currently, if we're at this level, we would just use the existing one. So, probably like right here. Analyze block. Say context current block is equal to whatever the block index is. So it's statement function at the block index. And then we just do, yeah, we'll handle that in a second. Resolve intern type. So that's identifier. Yeah, let's resolve primitive first, which also is a token index. That's nice. Okay. Resolve primitive context index. No. XPR primitive. Oh yeah, just pass it in. There we go. Duplicate that. Bring it down. Resolve identifier. Identifier. Okay. Still void. That's fine. We'll see if we need to pass something in later. Resolve primitive. Okay, what do we need to do? So we already have access to the primitive should be the easiest one. What do I write it as? It's Unique information. I believe I can resolve that as the token type itself. This should be pretty simple. So if I go back to the Lexer, This music's so like ominous. Let's do. I just hope I don't get kicked off of YouTube. Chrono Trigger. Zaka's waiting for the Flame Wars. The people, this I don't even know if I want to call this a community. I don't know, but we're just too chill, man. Too chill. You know, I guess it's because I'm probably not talking too much about like the syntax design, or the whether we're going to use semicolons or not. We just doing code. It's unfortunate. Was I gonna play? Do I want? Bro, I don't know. Just play Chrono Trigger. Okay. What was I thinking of? I think it was a token type. Which I would assume is in token header or something. Some of these are just silly. I gotta get rid of these. Okay, so I can just check if it's a primitive. What an awful bad take, you cotton-headed nunny mutt. I think you got the right energy, Mongoose. I think you got the right energy. we just need to direct it at like we just need I don't know. I need to have like a what are those like a on my screen have like a little widget in the bottom just showing like hot takes. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Honestly, facts. Honestly, technically, honestly, facts. I mean, whoever argued that JavaScript's not Turing complete? Hmm? And if you get bad performance, I mean, it kind of sounds like a skill issue. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I will say TypeScript was a mistake. Who needs types? Okay, Zach, you're going a little too far there, buddy. You're going a little too far. But honestly, like, why do we need to, like, why do we need to label everything? Can't we just be okay with not knowing? I don't know. I don't know, man. Seems a little something, you know? Seems like, okay, I'm gonna get some tea real quick. Not against tea. See, it's working. Yeah, push. You know what? Actually, yeah, I gotta do my due diligence as a streamer. If I call this language debate club, we gotta have some festivities. We gotta have some, what are they called? I gotta bring some deviled eggs. What else do they bring to debate clubs? I don't know. Hats? Oh, hats would be fun. Cat hats? I mean, it's only fair. Yeah, hat hats, deviled eggs. It's already kind of a party. Man, where's my honey? Wait, I gotta get. Now I gotta decide: do I want blueberry tea or do I want turmeric? If we wear cat ears, people will think we just Rust devs. But aren't we all just Rust devs in our hearts? Honestly, if you don't think you're a Rust dev, I think you're a Rust dev. I'll be honest with you. It just hasn't sunk in yet. You can't see socks. You can't see socks in a Zoom call. I mean, you could have a club where it's all just, you know, everyone just has their assorted socks on video cam. But honestly, that's going in a weird direction. I don't know if we want it. I don't think we're ready for that. Yeah, that's a little wild. And we say, when I say we're not ready for it, I mean I'm not ready for that. That's crazy. Oh shoot, you're right. You know, I do have a racing setup that my friend bought me like a while ago. Hey, maybe. But again, I don't know if I'm ready for the internet. On that part. Okay, guys. I mean, we got cat ears. We got funny hats. We got deviled eggs. Hey, maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll do this. Yeah, I don't know. I drive like a Fiat, man. It is a manual technically, but I feel like it should have its manual license revoked. Although don't they race Fiats like the Barth model, and like they have like a thing for that? I don't know. I granny shift like someone that doesn't want to spend his life replacing clutches. Yeah. I feel you so much, dude. I got a speeding ticket the other day. I was so mad. Oh my god! Like, what was it? And it's funny. It's funny too because like I'm literally the one telling my girlfriend all the time because she's the one who goes like 100 miles an hour, like trying to get everywhere. I'm like, can you slow down? And then of course I'm the one who gets the ticket. So yeah, I've been trying to be a good boy. Trying to be a good boy. That's right. Yeah. See, I should have committed. Should have committed. It's either you follow the law or you go 200 miles an hour. There's no in between. She might have actually been on from something. I think I'll tell her that later. Like the Twitch chat agree with you. Ain't no law says cats can't drive, so I guess I'm just gonna have to give him a ticket and let him go on his way. Oh no! How far is the cat roleplay gonna go? Oh no! If I go to, it's gonna be what is it? I mean, a cat driving a Fiat. I guess that's the appropriate car, right? Yeah, smart car. I guess. I don't know. I can't. Yeah, you know, I have been thinking about changing the cat model to something else, but the only reason I want to change the cat model, I'm gonna change it to another cat, but yeah, just because this is the default model, you know, I don't want to get confused with anybody else. Yeah, but I really don't know anything about rigging these type of like models or whatever. Wait, resolve primitive. Okay, so pull up. This should be pretty easy, honestly. We just need to get the type information, so pull up. Get type? No. What was it? Parse? No. Let me write out some pseudocode. The basic goal of this is to intern it into both the type array or the type ID and the what's it called, and to the description. The description, I believe it's just going to be the same algorithm every time for resolving a description. So I can make a separate function for that and pack the value. But yeah, we need to do both. And then probably at the end of the function is where I resolve it to an actual like index or whatever. So this is going to be a recursive function. We'll start by check if generate description. And the interning is kind of nice too, because then if I do intern it with a type ID, then all I have to do is just check the current description of the type plus the child IDs, right? So I don't have to like recursively go through the entire array or anything, or I don't have to recurse all the way down. That's what I mean. Well, I suppose that's if that's in the case where you do have the type ID. Otherwise, but you would recurse anyways if you didn't have the type ID, I guess. I don't know. Oh, is there the cat? Pull the old long-range sitcom with an animal actor trick and have like 10 cats you switch between. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. I can see that. Gotta go everything ready, mongoose away. Have a good stream. Oh, for sure. Later, mongoose. Yeah, I'll catch you. I'll catch you on your stream, man. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I have the old cartoon thing. Now I'm starting to feel old. It was Roadrunner. That's what it was. Yeah. All right. Generate description. Out store type ID. Oh wait. Actually, I just remember this doesn't compile, does it? Hold up. If you speak in an anime girl voice, I would watch the full stream for real. I guess the natural progression is to turn into a the female furry streamer. I'll put it on the list, but I'm gonna put it kind of far down. I'm not gonna lie. How's it going though, Harsh? How you doing, man? Or ma'am, I don't know. It's your first time coming in. I like to think of myself as like that cat from was it Sabrina the Witch? Or I can't remember the name of that show. I just don't have like an English accent though, so it don't really work, to be honest. Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. That's good. That's good. What is it called? Yeah, I'm just working on a programming language. The previous streams were mostly just me talking about the design of the language, but right now I'm just kind of working on some code. And I just remembered that this code does not compile. I was working on something before and I forgot I was doing that. Let me try to compile this actually. Let's see. You know, I want my own terminal. Hold up. Oh yeah. So that's because I'm what is it called? Multi-streaming. So that one's on YouTube. But yeah, if you want to follow like both chats, yeah, it should be on there. Yeah. So I mean, yes, that's sort of a hard thing to like describe. I guess just from the core, I'm just trying to write a toy compiler for my own fun, right? I have some ideas for the language, but honestly, I'm not like trying to sell anything or like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the next, like whatever. Um, the the syntax of the language looks kind of like Odin, kind of like Jai, kind of looking. I have different semantics for certain things, but most of it's the same. It's not. It's not. I was writing a game engine before, and that one is still like open. That was like kind of what a lot of the people that like who came here originally, like they saw me working on the game engine. That one's open source, but this I'm keeping it closed source for now. I don't know, the whole AI thing. I might. I also plan on bootstrapping the language. I'm thinking maybe once I get it at that point, I might open the source. But I just feel weird about open source nowadays, honestly. But yeah, if you want to see some like horrible C++ code, like it's in my description for the engine. But if you have any questions, just let me know. I can show you whatever. I was just gonna try and compile it real quick. Let's see, kg lang -v / test. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna die on its. Yeah, there we go. Complete test for what? Why is that an error? I must have been messing with the hash table implementation. Oh, you know what? I think I was actually. Do you work as a software engineer? I don't. I do have like a bachelor's degree, but I don't work in the field. I do other work separately. So it's just to learn. Although I am starting a master's program this fall. So I might actually take a compiler course. Might be kind of fun. But yeah, most of this is just for learning. Yeah. How do I? Yeah, I kind of joined up on the software when like the big phase where everybody was like, oh yeah, learn to code, I'm kind of hoping I can land some internships once I start my master's. So, learn to code. Yeah, right. yeah. Which again, like, it is pretty fun. So I don't know. Yeah, just unfortunate with the market right now. But yeah, hopefully I can land an internship. Somewhere. Even though I'm not a big fan of AI, I do plan on using it for unfortunately that is where the software business is right now. So that's good. But if people keep learning like for fun, I think I might lose my job. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a different type of coding nowadays with the current like corporate environment. So whatchamacallit. But yeah. I don't know. It's weird nowadays. Okay, wait. Let me figure out what the issue with this is. Has init type. I think it's because I didn't resolve the function pointers for it. Init. Yeah. So declarations off. Oh wait, it's the same. Wait, I thought I changed this already. Wait, did I not save? Hold up. Wait, sorry, I gotta look at my laptop. This is what I've been coding the past few months. That's one thing I hate about VS Code. Sometimes it doesn't save the files when you upload. Yeah, most junior software engineering jobs are still so risky because of AI. Yeah, I really don't know where that's gonna land, you know? Like it's tough right now. Like I'm honestly like I'm I'm already kind of in it. So what is it? Like I got into what is it? What is it? Like an okay program, right? So my plan is to, just try my best, see if I can get in somewhere. And then if I don't, I'm gonna try and segue into the electrical engineering program. I know I mean, no one's really faring super well right now, but what was it? I don't know. I felt interested in it, so I try it. My girlfriend, she works as like a nurse, or she's about to get her nursing license. She's like, "Go be an RN," and I'm like, "That's my last resort, but it's my far last resort. Just, I do not have the person skills for that. I work in that field, and I'm already like so tired of it." Yeah, and it's only getting like more stable. So yeah, like I feel you on it. Yeah, yeah. There's gonna be a lot. You're gonna need a lot of nurses for that, and doctors. But I don't know. I was going for a doctor when I was starting my college stuff, and I made a decision to switch out. And honestly, I kind of don't want to switch back. Nothing against the work. It's just me. I would definitely suggest Cloud DevOps side. It's safe to AI for now, at least, and it uses Go, Bash, etc. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know Cloud DevOps uses Go. That's interesting. Hmm. The only thing I've ever messed with that is because I had to do like an AWS course in college, but that was about it. But I do know that like you can get in there, but it's still like rough to get like into the field with DevOps, right? But I know they do need people. Yeah, I know you're talking about the automation side of it, like with software right now. I do remember looking into that. Container. Wait. So, wait, this not get updated? No, the function pointers are right here. So, what about my container? Wait, what? Why? Yeah, this is my old version of the container. Oh wait, no. Okay, no. I'm looking at the wrong. I was looking at my dynamic array. Done. Okay, yeah. So this is what we want. Oh, it was a pointer. That's why. Yeah. I see. Oh, okay. You're a backend dev trying to switch it to cloud DevOps side. Okay, sure. So saying backend's a bit tough right now for web. I just remember you mentioned that earlier. It's the AI thing. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Like the actual like day to day of it. Trying to. But yeah, I mean, this project I'm doing here is more just for the love of the game. You know, I don't know. I want to learn about compilers. Work on a compiler. I kind of just do what like interests me. But yeah, I am gonna start the program pretty soon, so um, I am going to need to target something. Hey, let me know how that goes, though. Yeah. All right. It was good to see you. I gotta work now. Hope I see you again for sure. Yeah. Feel free to drop in. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. So I think it was just the pointer issue. That was it. Oh. Wait, it compiles? I thought I was doing something. Oh yeah, this is like the output. So tons of tokens. And then I kind of output like my arrays is like right before I output the parse tree. Parse tree is kind of illegible. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really happy with, but it's just output. Like who cares? Like you know. But yeah, this is all the types listed out in the arrays. Struct enums. I think I recently combined. I had like definitions and statements as separate types, and I just combined them because I realized I'm going to be using them in similar contexts, anyways. Yeah, expressions are just expressions. These are the type expressions, so they're already sort of interned already, but not at the type ID level. That's what we're doing now. So it should be a pretty easy segue to it. Yeah, and these are all four of the blocks. Oh shoot, went down. Inside of that test file. And all the symbols. I don't list the symbols actually, but yeah. So yeah, I don't see any errors. This is actually fine. It just wasn't specified. Statement 3, symbol 3, file. I remember the blocks were messed up, but I think I fixed it last time I recall. Yeah, body is block 1, declaration, assignment 2, assignment 3, assignment 4. Yep, looks good. I don't see any weird error states. Argument 5, argument 6, array literals. And this is still broken C code because I removed all of the types because I'm still working on that. Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure nothing was broken. So I think I was turning something into a union. Yeah, the prefix operation, postfix operation. So everywhere where we have a like a type reference, which is at the current moment, I don't think we store oh wait, so if I use hold on, that's an expression. Oh yeah, an expression can be resolved into No, it's just an expression actually. Expression would get resolved into like 3 address code or something. So, no, that's fine. What am I thinking of then? Let me just read this. Because again, this is sort of like the structure of the parse tree. We have prefix operation, which is an expression index. Yeah, I don't care about expressions, these are fine. Yeah, so this is the type expression index. A type expression just can just reference a type itself in identifiers, so that's fine. So really we're just resolving those. Yeah, the functions go directly into the type ID table or array. And then we can do some optimization passes just to, like, you know, resolve down the expressions, but I'm not bothering with that right now. But I could see it. You would just translate an expression into another expression or something, right? So it's not like I need new types for that. The only thing I'm introducing that's new is the type IDs. I'm just trying to think, is there anywhere else that I reference these things? Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make it a union. That's fine. So I'm not sure I kind of change how I use these, but that's fine. So type expression index. It's gonna be a bit different. It's gonna be type expression. That's fine. Put it right here. Type expression and type ID. Type. Okay, and I defined that in the semantic analysis phase, so I'm gonna have to pull that over. AST type location. Yeah, it's either a statement or it's this, right? Either way, that's just somewhere in the AST. Is that even particularly necessary? I think it is. I think it is, yeah. Or I guess the type IDs could be... No, but I store those in lines, but that doesn't work. No, it has to... Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself. I'm just trying to think of the design for this. AST type enum. Yeah, those get turned into there, and then that gets stored in there. The block index goes with that, so then... If I want to have, like... that as a state, if I want to store the different ones, then... Yeah, in those cases, you... Yeah. The duck, man, to the duck. Ah, sure. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, like... Just... Okay, wait. I think I know. So... Yeah, which one is the type index? This is the question. if I have this array, I don't have any type information, which is unfortunate, but you know, we're in C, so whatever. Location. AST type. Location. AST type. Okay. Info. Okay, but this isn't the index. Okay. Okay, so that means, yeah, I haven't defined it yet. That's fine. So we'll go back to the parser, just define it here. We'll put it right next to, I'll put it at the bottom, I guess. Storage index. And then we'll do, I might hoist this up a little higher later, but we'll just put it here for now. Type ID index. Sure. Do we need ranges? I don't think we need ranges for type IDs. And then hash define invalid type ID index. It's just invalid storage index. Good. Good. Let's make the union. We'll do type def union. It is a tagged union, I think so. So we'll do struct and then put the union inside. Okay, put an enum above this. I don't know what to call it. It's the one thing I hate about these names. I don't want it to be a boolean. It should be a full enum. I know it's either 0 or 1, but I'd rather have type information. Let's do... No, I need the full name then. See, this is one of those cases where I wish I could just put the enum inside the struct. Because I don't think it really needs to be visible everywhere, to be honest. What am I going to call this? The bane of every programmer's life in naming things. And you know what? This is the thing that I will happily outsource to AI. I do not care. Yeah. Rust. Okay. All right. What do I even say about this? I have a struct slash union. I have a tagged union in my parse tree. That represents either a type expression. Oh, hey, cheese eating goblin. How's it going, man? Yeah, it's a random stream. It's been like months, huh? Yeah, okay. Just what is it? What am I doing? Just same old, working on my code, you know. How you been, man? How you been? Another type expression, a parse tree generated. Been good, sure. Yeah, I've been kind of out of it for a little bit with the whole streaming and stuff. I've been working on my code like on my own time, you know. I made some progress, but you know, taking it piece by piece. Right now I'm just asking the AI to help me with naming something because I can never think of how to name things. I have a tag unit in my parse tree. There's either a parse tree gender type or a resolved type ID from semantic analysis. Analysis. I am writing the code in C. Can you give me some names for the union? Union / start. State oriented type ref, I guess. Well, that's good to hear though. Cheese eating. Hope everything's been good over there. One of the toughest problems naming. Yeah, again, I will gladly give this problem to AI because it's always so stupid. Like sitting here thinking about names. Type reference, type specified, type annotation, type descriptor. Yeah. Type lookup, that sounds like a function. And I think this is the point that Zach was making too, of like it's just nicer when you have like a completely separate type. Makes bad state unrepresentable, and it's just a bit cleaner. It's like keeps the passes separate. Type annotation, type descriptor. I don't know. I really don't know, honestly. I mean, all it really needs to be is just an integer, right? Because like this wouldn't even really be a problem in the language that I'm designing, because you could just make like an anonymous union, and the union is already sort of implied to be a tagged union, right? Based on the usage. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. It's just extra memory, but it does save all this complication. I think you're right, Sokka. I think I am gonna do this because this is a bit much. Yeah, over to like something else. And again, I am just sort of designing it. I'm not trying to. You know, Zaki, you're right. I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, this is just overly complicated for no reason, and it's creating this like. I don't like this. You are right. So the only thing is like once I'm let me get rid of this too, because oh no wait, I need the type ID information. Yeah, so we'll just store it together instead of making a struct. Okay, so everywhere I see a type expression index, type ID. Resolved element type. Resolved element type. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna use a some type of sentinel value for that. I'm trying to think. Is there any point where I check? Because the assumption in the parser is that you wouldn't even have any type IDs at that point, so I don't need to change any of the parser code. So this chunk of memory doesn't even need to be referenced. Period. It's only in semantic analysis where there's like a gray area, because you may have types that aren't fully defined yet, so you need to check that type, like whether it's the type expression or it's the type ID, right? Oh no, I never mess with 0. I always make it the max value. I usually just use unsigned integers with the max value. It makes it simple. I don't typically need signed for the most part. I like you doing that. There we go. Resolved element type. I don't know about these names. I'm just okay. Just get it in there. Was there anywhere else I did these? It's like up here. That's it. Okay. Type. Oh, Tego, yo. I'm gonna call you Lee. I'm gonna call you Lee. Let's see. What type of language is this? How did you come up with the design and purpose? Yeah, I got you. So I guess it's very common nowadays to write like a systems language, right? So I mean that's that's what I'm doing. I could show you some of the syntax. It's not final at all, but yeah, it's like a basic array, kind of similar to like Odin and like Odin, Jai, kind of looking. What is it called? You have the defer statements, right? I have like this label defer thing, so you can kind of like go to a specific location. I always thought that was weird that in like what is it called? In Odin or in like Zig, you have to choose whether you want to defer to the scoper. I think Odin does it a little better, but I like you to be able to just label it and go to the place you want to. But yeah, I mean, that's basically the syntax of it. The overall goal of the language, I mean, it's a toy language, so I'm just kind of having fun learning, but I guess like the overarching goal is to be closer to like Ada, if you know that language. They have like a contract system in that language, and they also have a this thing. It's kind of like a refined like version of the language where you can do more like software, like verification, like structural and like actual verification of if the software is actually like safe or not, right? So something like that. That's kind of like the goal of the language, is to get closer to that. And then if you've heard of like contracts in like C++, they've been trying to add that recently. That's a big thing I want to use in this language for like safety, and like just basically being able to code in your invariants into the language, and and then like the compiler will help you with that, you know. But yeah, you know, I'm still working on it, so we'll see how it goes. When I originally started the language, I was kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna write in contracts and it's just gonna work. But the further I got into it, I kind of realized that like the type information is really, really important, and having like a solid like type like structure is kind of like the real core of getting things working. And then the contracts can kind of like get information out of that, right? So whatever you can kind of like write directly into the language is probably better than having some arbitrary like contract like assertion thing. Yeah, I don't know if that was like too long-winded, but I hope that answered your question, Mr. or Miss Lee. I don't know. But yeah, like right now I'm just working on the compiler. I already got it outputting to C. It transpiles to C. I'm gonna write like a custom backend, just to learn, you know. But yeah, right now I'm just working on the semantic analysis phase. Just doing some type checking and whatever. Yeah, let's put these over here. So parser. But yeah, feel free to chill and lurk, whatever, just vibe. And feel free to like, if you have anything, just let me know. Any questions or whatever. Okay, so the code, yeah, should still work the way it is. Yeah, I already have a sentinel value for like an invalid, so that should be fine. I don't know if there's any other valid sentinel values that I'm gonna need for now. We'll see as those pop up. I don't think so. I think just an invalid type ID probably good enough. Nice. I'd say I have an intermediate grasp of C++. I always find it super cool when people are making these projects just for fun. By the way, T is fine as the name. Oh, okay, I got you. Gotcha. T. Let's go. Got the T. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, actually, like I was coding a lot in C++. Before this, and that's actually like kind of like my source of like frustration, to be honest. C++ is great, you know, you can do whatever you want in the language, but it's C++ is really designed around like the object-oriented model, you know. You can really write code without doing it, but there's just certain like ways that they do certain systems that really rely on like OOP, you know. And nothing against OOP as like the you know, a thing. I think it's just the way it's used is kind of the issue with it. But yeah, there was just certain things that I was trying to do in language, and then it was kind of forcing me into using exceptions in certain cases, and forcing me into using like I couldn't express my invariants properly, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just stop there. Like I was just having a rough time like writing a certain piece of software with the language, so I just decided I'll look somewhere else for a bit. But yeah, it's just funny you mentioned C++. Okay, so type ID is a separate thing. Do you do C++ like at work, or are you like a student? Or like how do you use it? Or do you have like some projects you work on? resolve primitive, resolve intermediate identifier, generate description. Okay, again, so if we're resolving a primitive, that should be a terminal state, right? We just need to store in the type ID information. I've been trying to understand other paradigms besides OOP. It's really hard though because I started self-teaching myself. Then at school they also teach OOP. Yeah. So it's hard to learn other paradigms. Yeah. Like I don't know. So answer, I use it for Unreal Engine. Oh, okay, yeah. I think you have some. I don't know if they're still here in the chat, but there was. I can't remember if Onage Boat. Did you ever use Unreal? I remember you were just writing your own engine, but I can't remember if you ever mentioned you used it. But I know Dr. Elliott, he writes his own engine, and a lot of his stuff is kind of based on like Unreal syntax and stuff. I think he's gone though. But I think you're in the right spot though. Raw dog, that shit. For sure, let's go. Okay, yeah. I just forgot if you mentioned that or not before. But yeah, I remember you were working on your own engine, so. You just snake case everything now? Yeah, I think it was a habit from the C++ standard library. You know how they snake case everything? Not everything, but like almost everything. I think I picked up that habit. Yeah, and I'm starting to move towards this too. I know what's his name? I know Mongoose would be super happy. He's gone now though. Let's see. There we go. Starting the language debate. Starting the language debate fight. Zaka, go. I'm dead. I'm just said fuck all y'all. I'm doing capitals for everything. Let's go, guys. I need more hot takes. More hot takes. Oh, my hands. Ow. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Do auto functions and then for the type. I've seen someone do that. Yeah, doesn't what's his name? What's up? I haven't seen him in a minute. he does that style nowadays, so I don't know. I mean, fuck it. I don't know. I mean, we're working in we're working in C now, so I don't know. C only really has a certain number of ways you can do things. C++, you can just say fuck it, do whatever. I personally use emojis as names. You know what? I need to get Unicode support properly working in my language, so that you can live your best life, T. I got you. Yeah, I wanted to learn C, so I've been having a good time. I wrote a hash map. Yeah, I just wrote like a dynamic array. I got as far as I could through the parser, just using arrays. It was nice. I haven't used the I got you, man. I got you. Don't worry. It was never a question. No, but yeah, I do want to get Unicode support at some point. Yeah, this is the hash map. It's kind of like a basic version. I haven't used it yet. It's very rudimentary. But I definitely will need it for the semantic analysis. So, yeah. Okay, yes. I was trying to think of like primitive type. No, okay, wait. Let me lock in for a bit. As they say, lock in. If you have, we've already resolved that it is a primitive at this point, so there's no need to check that in the token index. All you need to do is just store the information about it. We can't store the token index. That doesn't resolve anything. Need the description. Let me try to remember what is this discerning properties of these things. If we have an optional, it's just an optional, right? There's nothing discerning about it. Pointer, it's if it's mutable or not, and then the reference type. It's fine. Slice. It's just a slice. I mean, it's referencing a type, but it's just a slice. An array has the count plus the reference type, so that discerns it. Identifier needs. Okay, so I guess these are the weird cases. The identifier needs to be resolved into an actual scope, right? So that's what makes it. So it'll need to resolve to like a unique symbol or something. But I'll handle that in a second. The primitive though, what's the easiest way to discern that? I think it's literally just the type information. So where do I store that? Like, I think it's in token. The category is primitive type. We already know that, so I don't really care. It's whether it's one of these. U16, U32, I8, I16, I32, I64. Boolean, whatever. Also, inconsistent thing. I'll fix that later. I'm gonna bootstrap it later anyway, so I kind of don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. How do I get the types? Really forgot my functions for this. Did I really not put them here? Is assignment operator is integer token type. What is token type? It's just an integer, isn't it? Oh yeah. Okay, so we get the category, get the subtype, and then we get a type int. Oh yeah, because it could represent multiple of the categories. I forgot. Let me just find somewhere I use it in the source. Token type. Yeah, it's make token type. And then if the type is equal to that, then we can check that. Okay. Yeah. So we already know that's a primitive type. So we just resolve that. What? Oh, no. There's a function we do this in. I remember now. it is in one of these. Yeah, it's getting the binding powers. Yeah, there we go. So we grab the token type from the thing, and then we resolve it into that. Yeah, we'll do something like that. So just copy this real quick. Where are we going? Semantic analysis. We go right here. So yeah, this is like the dead easy one. Just making it hard for no reason. Okay, no binding power, none of that. Let's see. So get token, get type. And then we need token list and then the index. Okay, so token list was context storage dot. Oh no, not storage. No, that. Parse context token list index. Probably drop those later. Token type. Probably just some asserts or something, but I think at this point it should be. Yeah, I'll do a. So type. Okay. Pass in the category. Subtype. We'll just do an assert. Say assert at category. Like at this point, if this, yeah, we should have already checked that it was a primitive type. So that, yeah, this should just never happen. Assert that category is equal to cat prim. And did I define assert? I did. Good. Okay, so no need for this. Take this bit. We'll go back. We don't need a switch. We just store it if it exists. Okay, so that is okay. There we go. Yeah, okay. So now I know. We need a function that takes in a type expression, and we have a switch statement, and then it out comes a packed integer that can be used inside of the hash map. Yeah, packed key. And then here's where I'll define the logic for that. Then I might actually move this bit into here. So generate type expression key. Okay, well, that's interesting because then it only works if, well, it'll be like a descent rhythm, I guess. Yeah, like we'll. Yeah. Okay. So I'll put this real quick. And then what do we want? We need the context. We need to walk it a little bit, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll just put it in here for now. I might remove it, and then resolve primitive. This might not even need to be a function. I don't know. Oh yeah, this switch could just go into here actually. And there could be a separate function just checking. Maybe, I don't know. Let's just comment this out for a bit. Also, we don't need any of this. Just maybe like a few examples. Okay, what time is it? It is about 2 hours. Okay. Do I want to? Yeah, I was thinking if I want to head off. I might head off. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see if I stream again. I kind of want to. It's been fun. I got a tablet for like drawing, you know. So I was thinking I could use that for like, you know, just writing out my ideas so you guys can see it, you know. I have it, but it doesn't plug into my desktop. Very unfortunate. I was thinking of making some YouTube videos too. But not really about the compiler. It's not ready yet to talk about, honestly. I think I just wanted to have some discussion about like AI, I guess, the current like state of things, you know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. I guess I'm gonna head out for a bit. Thanks everyone who like stuck around and just chilling. Appreciate y'all. It's nice coming back and all the familiar faces come by. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, I'm gonna log off. See y'all later.